Hey, what's up, guys? Tyler here. So, today I'm going to talk about how there are three types of people on Earth. There's people that are asleep, people that are drowsy, and people that are awake or awakening, I like to say. So, I'm going to go over what these three sort of levels of being are and how to navigate them. So, people that are asleep. Basically, these are people that are, like the word implies, unconscious, trapped in the illusion, Maya dream fog, trapped in the material world of that which is unreal, or the matrix, really in a lower vibrational frequency, a lower, more contracted, ego-centered state of awareness with sort of, they don't know them, their authentic or their eternal nature at all. These types of people are, in density, mass consciousness. They don't have any level of sort of discernment as to what's life affirming or life defeating. That's why, like, people are so easily able to be programmed by the television to say, get like a crazy booster dose on their vaccine, even though it's actually like bad for you. And they're not able to see the obvious discernment of, like, wow, these persons have bad intentions, this makes no sense, etc. Basically, sheeple that will be led to the slaughter. Yes, so not awakened at all, completely asleep, and likely will be like spending like many lifetimes on Earth, maybe other planets, but Earth, repeating until they finally wake up. And each path is good. It's all good, and God is eternal, and the soul is eternal, so eternally patient and beyond time itself anyway. So it's all good. So there are beings that effectively choose to stay like planet bound for a long time. So, and that's okay. It's all good. I would say that in the end, we will all see the light or go to heaven. That's my personal thoughts on that. Okay, and then there's people that are drowsy. Now, drowsy people are kind of, they touch into both worlds. Sometimes they're in more heightened, awakened states of consciousness, and sometimes they're more asleep, and then kind of in between. I've been very much drowsy for years. I've definitely kind of stuck around that zone of consciousness. Now, drowsy people usually have a pretty good sort of awareness or amount of knowledge in regards to what's going on in the world, and maybe some good spiritual teachings. Maybe they've done acid a couple times type of thing. So they definitely know that there's more to life than just the material world, and they've had those experiences. And I would say people that are drowsy are awakening for sure. Way better than people that are completely asleep. Um, so, and what it could look like, at least for me, it was like maybe I feel very empowered and this kind of awakened state of consciousness for a couple months, and then maybe something bad happens to me, or I start drinking alcohol or something, and I sort of sink back into this lower ego-based, contracted state of consciousness, and I just kind of stay there for a few months or weeks or a year or 2 years or whatever, and then eventually kind of shoot back up. And that is part of the path anyway, so it's not wrong or a big deal. So yeah, that's drowsy. And now there's people that are awake or awakening, that are aware of their eternal nature, have done enough of the basement or shadow work that they've been able to bring in much more of their soul's energy into their life experience. So they're much more authentic on a soul level. They are generally vibrating at a much higher frequency or altitude, and have sort of lifted beyond the game board, beyond the duels of duality and the Maya dream fog and the if I just move this piece then everything will be perfect, and if I just etc. game board, the glittery game board. In touch with spirit, their own spirit, their spirit family, have integrated their lifetimes into this experience now. And, awake is really what it sounds like. You are awake to what's real, to the super natural. Really good discernment detectors. They usually have a certain level of wisdom, an open heart, expanded awareness, expanded consciousness, can do healings on people, etc., and are kind of permanently in an awakened state, awakening state, and they don't really fall down to those drowsy and asleep states. Maybe for a sec, no one's perfect. Though, so that's awake. Now here's some tips about managing different people that are in these different states of consciousness in your daily life. So the Lost Books of the Essene is where I got most of this information from. You could find it on the internet. It states that awake people need to be with people that are awake. So if you're watching this type of video, you're awake. So get your inner circle to be with people that are on a similar awakening path like you. It's extremely important. Now, for awake people, when you're with people that are drowsy, be present for those that are drowsy. So drowsy people still, and there's no judgment here, everyone's an incredible soul, it's not a judgment thing. So drowsy people, be present for them and hold space and enjoy them. Enjoy these people. And you can still be friends and have relationships with people that are drowsy. Now the big one is people that are like super asleep. Do not try to wake up people that are asleep, because they will just wake up from their nap with a headache and wanting to, blame someone for giving them this headache. Don't put your pearls in front of swine. Your light can irritate their demons. And not even just that, people aren't ready for it. That's why a lot of people are asleep. They cannot handle knowing certain truths. Like, it's not always easy to like, oh wow, the Illuminati, is trying to create a new world order and the vaccines were bad for you and whatever. And, God is real and these kind of things. So don't put your pearls in front of swine. They will just attack you. And don't have close relationships with people that are asleep. You can still love these people and admire the qualities and attributes about them, of course. Though you don't want to like maintain relationships with people that are completely asleep, because it'll just bring you down and sort of slow your progress down. And even family members, sometimes you gotta just kind of set boundaries. It's just the way it is. And just because someone is awake and you're awake, doesn't mean you have to like them or be friends with them. Like, I've known people that are super awake that I just don't really like their personalities, so I don't like be friends with them. Whereas I've had friends that are more on the drowsy side, or more like leaning toward being asleep, drowsy, though they're like still awesome people and we enjoy each other's company. Not going to be like soulmates or best friends, though you can still enjoy people that are like at those levels of consciousness. No doubt. And don't take it so seriously. Honestly, I think probably we will be surprised about how much people will actually awaken in our lifetime. Like, it's like rapid pace on Earth right now. Like, I've seen like people that I know that I would never thought would sort of wake up to things, and then they do. So it happens all the time. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.